Arturo Riera here on behalf of San Jose Jazz, speaking to the Castellano family. Alcario and Carmen are founders of the Castellano Foundation. This year we're talking to them because once again the Castellano family is providing a special grant in our 25th anniversary, one that funds many of the Latin acts of San Jose Jazz. Castellano Family Foundation, and I'm going to go by your pseudonym, not Alcario, but you're also known as Al. And so you've been going to San Jose Jazz events for a very long time.
I think I've been going from the very beginning, and slowly but surely. Sometimes I've spent more time than others, and it's been a pleasant experience every time. And I watched the Jazz Festival progress from year to year to what it is now, and it's gone a long ways. And I'm very glad that they've taken made the moves that they did, because I think it's best for the better of the foundation.
Carmen, you've been going many years, but also you have a deep involvement because your grandchildren are also involved in San Jose Jazz activities, in particular in summer camp. What's that experience been like for your family?
Well, the San Jose community is so fortunate to have this opportunity for young people to attend the camp, a 2-week summer jazz camp. And our grandson just got aged out of it, and but he's been going all the years he's been eligible to go. And I hear just really wonderful comments from the students that participate. Beyond the jazz camp, of course, they have the all jazz band, high school band, and many opportunities for our young people to get involved in jazz in some depth and with quality instruction.
Now I know you've been jazz fans for many years, and we've had a chance to get to know each other over the years. And you mentioned in particular that it was really Cal Jader and his band that opened your ears to not only jazz but also Latin jazz as a genre. Tell us a little bit about those Cal Jader years and your life listening to music here in the Valley.
Well, yes, I as a young woman, I was fascinated with Cal Jader and his jazz quintet, and I wore that record down. Of course, at that time there were LPs, and I developed such a fondness for that genre of music, Latin jazz. And when we were first married, we lived in Santa Cruz, and we would go to the Monterey Jazz Festival and saw some of the great artists there. And we're so glad when we moved to San Jose 48 years ago that here in San Jose, at some point we were able to get involved with those jazz festivals again. And for years we sponsored the Latin jazz stage at the festival, and I think that was wonderful. And I love now how it's progressed, so that those Latin jazz artists are not confined to a small stage. They're on the main stage. They're on other stages, and they're featured artists for the festival. And I think that's a wonderful progression that the San Jose Jazz has made in doing that, and we're very supportive of that.
Arturo, I want to add to Carmen's comment about her music, that because of her, she's the one that started all the grandchildren. Well, first of all, she started all our grandchildren in music programs, okay? And they all played instruments and what have you. One of them just didn't want to play, but she did give it a try. The other two played to the high school. And then my son picked it up, and he played to high school and college, and now he's a professional musician. And then now that our grandchildren, she's got them all started. Every single grandchild plays an instrument. And they love their music. And they come over here. When they come over here, they come maybe once or twice a month, and they always bring their music with them to give Carmen a concert to show them their progress.
Well, and Al, let me ask you, because you see it in your own grandchildren, what does music teach young people when they play an instrument and perform?
Well, I think it teaches them concentration. I notice when Carmen plays the piano, she concentrates on that piano, on the music and the keys, And I noticed this from when the children play the piano. It's a real tool to concentrate. And while they're playing, you can just see them. They don't wink or look anywhere else. They just the music and the piano. And I think that's a good thing to have in life.
Well, focus brings success, doesn't it? When we spoke about eliminating the Latin jazz stage and changing the format, I remember speaking to you both. It was a tough conversation.
It was.
And tough conversation for both of us. But we said 2 years from now, we would like to be with the Castellano Family Foundation support. Really have Latin in our DNA. Latin throughout the stages, Latin a key part of all the programming, including the main stage. And I know that was a difficult transition. This year, you're actually helping fund, within our 25th anniversary, that entire Latin strand of music. Folks like Pedrito Martinez and Jerry Gonzalez and the Fort Apache Band and Chapotín y sus Estrellas, so many, not only great artists of the past, present, and even in the case of Futuro Picante, our youth band, the future of Latin jazz. Tell us why this year, why the 25th anniversary?
I think it's cause to celebrate 25 years of success and growth. And, some arts organizations in the Valley are really struggling. And we have to champion and support those that are still with us, steadfast, and presenting a rich culture plateau to San Jose residents. Not just San Jose, people come from all over the Bay Area and the state to attend the Jazz Festival. And it's a nucleus program for the citizens here of San Jose. And we're fortunate to have them.
Well, and we're fortunate to have you, not only as individuals, Carmen and Al. I know when you very first started your foundation, your goal was to give locally, to make an impact right here in the Valley, where your children grew up, where you raised your family. And over the years, your generous support of folks that provide food and folks that provide shelter and emergency services, a whole host of services, and yet culture and music has always been a key part of your giving, because you understand, as you said, the impact it has on children and their growth. So this year in particular, on behalf of San Jose Jazz, thank you very much for your support. We look forward to many, many years together, and hopefully we'll see a couple of Castellano performers there on the San Jose Jazz Summerfest stages in the future.
In the future.
Muchas gracias.
Okay, congratulations San Jose Jazz on 25 years.
Congratulations.